door open and my children all awake and running around downstairs, there may be screaming, there may be death, there may be 911 calls, there may be calls of Eleanor pooped, any number of things. Let's chance it. Let's chance it. All right, so it's an upmarket country club. We're going to do Troubadour Country Club. I've heard some decent things here. I'm looking here to see where to play. It doesn't really say so far. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not seeing a set of tees to play, although that one says it plays 230 yards, so I'm guessing the blues is where I'm playing. So that is what we were going to do. Let's go to play now, local match. Let me bring up my Twitch thing so I can see what on earth is going on in chat and respond. Troubadour. See how many this brings up. A few. Lots of troubles. I assume this is the right one. Troubadour Country Club. Let's look. Troubadour Country Club. That seems to be correct. Let's roll. Blue tees. Begin round. And Twitch is still not updating quite properly. Let's try again. There we go. Now we got the chat up. All right. Well, first things first, we've got this huge wooden wall over here to the left. That's always exciting. What is the wooden wall? Here, let's do this. Wooden wall is a big deck. We've got some overlap here. That's something to work on. Yeah, we got a bit of a parking garage situation. So tee times are not going to be a problem because the parking lot's pretty small. We have some tournament objects. We've got needlessly curvy paths, always exciting. There's this one guy who lives in town. He's drunk all the time. But he does everybody's walk paths. I don't quite understand that, but it's a choice. Where are we going here? Not that way. Maybe that way. So what is with this fairway over to the right? What is this all about? I'm kind of at a loss why that choice was made. I mean, yeah, sure, angles, blah, 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 blah. I don't get it. But whatever. We have 4 potential ways to play this hole. Uno, a dos, a tres, a cuatro. Or if you listen to music, 14, which why they get into 14, I don't know. You've attempted to do these types of bunkers, which were done so well on Raynor Ridge. They're not really done quite as well here, but that's okay. And there is yelling and screaming going on downstairs. I'm really excited. 1. 1 is the loneliest number. Like I said, 1, 2, 3. For some reason, 14. We're going across a road. We got a bit of a tunnel. That's always exciting, I guess, for some people. And a railroad that's right on the grass, so I'm guessing it's not a used railroad anymore. That's fine. If that is how this is going to play, then that's how it's going to play. Yeah, I guess so. Although I gotta say, I'm looking at the space between some of these holes, and I'm not sure why the choice was made. I mean, I get it, but it looks to me like based on the plot, there was enough room to build all those holes. So, sorry, I just sneezed my brains out. Figured you didn't want to hear that. I'm doing it, you know, almost in conjunction with making a very fast swing seems appropriate. This green's got a little character. This runoff over here is a little wonky, but you know what? I dig the shape of this one okay. It's not wrapped around the bunker quite as much as it was back on Windjana or whatever that was. So acceptable. I like the sloping. Friend Bomber is playing on friendly hills. Good for him. Nope, he restarted. Must have had a bad first hole. Yeah, I didn't quite look at the speed of the greens until that putt was on its way, and then I thought, oh my gosh, I've hit that one very hard. Start off with a par here. All right, so we've got some shared fairways going on. Definitely have some tight plot action going on. As I've said in other ones, I still think that mixing, I mean, you got to look, I still think mixing the flowers in quite the way it's been done here is a little unnatural. I think you're better off, you know, clumping and moving things around. Go play some Arctics courses or ones by people like that who plant very naturally, and I think you'll see. Looks fine, just, you know, it's a different way of doing it. I very much like this hole. I think that's a pretty cool tee shot. Yeah, it's a good hole. Definitely tight, but it's a good hole. See if we can get a little run. Now come back a little bit. Hooray! Super, Ultra, Omega Compact. Or would that be more Super, Ultra, Omega? Well, I ain't missing them low today. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure I will at some point. I'll miss them all over. I'll miss them high, low. I'll hit them off the green. I'll put it into a bunker. Doily. These things will happen. I wish the tee had either been a little higher or a little lower, especially that forward tee. If you move that over to the side, then you can open up this view a little bit more, but that's okay. Just stuff to think about. These round bunkers aren't fantastic. And again, this is a hard thing to pull off. We end up with a little bit of a trough, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the hole. I don't know if he's counting this as a blind tee shot or not. I think it's, let's see where it lands. Based on where it lands, that's not a blind tee shot, but that's okay. This is a good second shot. I like the contrast of light and dark. I like that you can see that next hole over there. I will say, though, I'm just looking around at the amount of space, you know, and I feel like those holes didn't need to be quite as close as they are. So, again, if you want to make a tight golf course, go ahead. But, you know, make there a reason for it to be tight, I think. I don't think this is going to go well. Oh well. Oh, especially with a 95% slow. Nope, that was a little... Well, it's going to end up going way down the hill over there. That turned out better than I thought. I was going to play it onto the green. Well, there you go. Now you know how to play it. Poorly. Told you I'd miss them all over. Moose's stream. Nice. The Moose stream. All right. See, like here, there's a lot of space over here. You got all this. You got this here. That's a fine concept for a hole. It's all right. Good job. Good work. Yeah, I am. I just had not seen myself called that before, so I was like, oh, interesting. They were all like, oh, yeah, we'll be goats. And I'm like, I'll be the moose. And they're like, hey, yeah, cool, you can be a moose. All right, this green might be a little much for the CC folk anyway. Maybe not. I think you could have opened that up just a little bit more. That ought to be okay. Let's see. Oh, a fast. Of course. Why not a fast? Fast seems reasonable. Long left. Oh, it snuck in the side door. Did you see that? It was going and just kind of disappeared over to the right. It's like a drunk guy finally getting home. Kind of fell through the door. So what is that? Is that a walkway or is that... Okay, we got a little crick going through. I'm not sure why it needs to be there, but that's okay. I also like the narrow, that little T up there for the red T's. That's kind of fun. Well, this is definitely an interesting portion of the property. Some good creativity going there. How that ended up being slow, I don't know. I pulled it back and it just went... You heard me right. That's what it did. And inside, be careful, because if you go in there, you were eaten by Christmas trees. Like, that's what that is. That's just the village Christmas tree depot. They shove them in there. It's like a composter. Yobo, eh? You only basketball once. Oh, goodness gracious. That is not what I meant to do there. I may need to recalibrate this controller. Those last couple of swings are not what I inputted. Said Brian as he input another bad swing. Good job. Well done. Okay. See, I feel like, and this is fine. This is all good stuff. I just feel like this is here just to be here. But it's a cool hole. I like the look of the hole. It's pretty. I like the concept of the green. I think you could have expanded the green back a little bit and given yourself a little more stuff to play with, but that's okay. What is up, Dwayne? Dwayne in the house. Boink. I like the way that one landed. Boink. See what we can do here. Ooh. See, it looks like we've got a lot more empty space up there to the left, too. So again, the tightness of the plot. You know, if you're going to make it tight, make it tight. Actually, that's part of another hole, isn't it? Yeah, never mind what I just said. I'm an idiot sometimes. This is one of those times. This is an interesting mix of a course so far. I mean, we've got some geometric stuff going on, but we've also got some swooping sideways and back and forth a little bit. We've got some elevation change, just a little bit of everything. But so far, I think difficulty-wise, you've You've done okay. I think this is definitely in that CC Pro area. Maybe CCM, I don't know. I think some of the greens might be a little outside of what they're looking for, but pretty close. Oh, HB. HB, your ball physics again, HB. Can't get it right. That was terrible. Ignore the last part of that imitation. Thank you. Yes, you may play with it now. I like these tee boxes. Well, just don't touch up there, okay? Well, if it's sticky, do you want to get your hands all sticky? Sorry, my 5-year-old brought in a stick earlier and wanted to make it into a magic wand. So I spent a little time doing that, and now it's lovely, but some of the super glue, did you just knock the end off? No, okay. Some of the super glue is still a little tacky. Kind of like my outfit. And jokes. I did use glue to stick it on, yes ma'am. No. Hey guys, I need you to head on out now, okay? Can you go out, please? Hmm. 8 feet, 3 inches down. I'm going to pay a little attention. The inclusion of tournament objects is an interesting choice, and so far they've been pretty unobtrusive. The only place I noticed them a whole lot was on that one par 3 that was downhill, and I thought that one worked out pretty well. Well, this is interesting. So we've got holes with multiple greens. Is that what we're working with? So some of the pins will be here and some will be over here. Same with on this hole, I take it? Okay. That's certainly a choice. You know, if it works, it works, and it looks fine. So, good job. I like what you've done with the bunkers here too. Using the natural terrain, you've done a good job there. 203. That fast is going to kill me. You cannot have tempo issues on that one. Well, obviously you can, but you shouldn't. Get right to the edge. Ah. It's more fun if you put your hands up. Ah. That little creek right there, you know what? I got to tell you, I think this little creek is much better work than that one surrounded by retaining walls. I think that would have been a better way to go throughout. Anyway, that's fine. You're just mixing and matching some stuff in there. And that's kind of a cool idea. Just a little different, which is fine. Wow. I am putting like a putz. Except that one long putt I made that was like the drunk guy falling in a door. Well, that was fun. Let's see what we got going on the back. Now, where did this leave us? Is this an out and back, or is it just because there wasn't really clubhouse? So really the course is just, hey, once you start playing, you're out there. Have fun. I appreciate the claustrophobic nature of the course. I really do. My earlier comment was just making sure the plot demands that kind of claustrophobic nature. And the more I play it, the more I think it does. I wasn't sure at first, but it's growing on me. So, good work. Maintaining a feeling of closeness while not being tight is hard to do, and you've pulled that off pretty well. I think some of the greens are a little tight, but that's, you know, again, that's okay. Okay, well, okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's going to happen sometimes. Well, I'm glad you still like it. That makes me happy. We'll get in there. That would have been nice. Yeah, absolutely. The atmosphere is really nice. It gives you a feel of, you know, it's interesting. I almost would have liked to see it without the homes and stuff, though, simply because it feels kind of like an upscale, almost template, not quite, you know what I mean, kind of course. And I feel like the homes take away from it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know, honey. We'll have to look at it in a minute, okay? Didn't quite make it. See, that doesn't bother me. I think on CC that would drive some people crazy. Nice. Hey, there's a choice. Putting the railings in the center of the stairs so you have two sides. I see a lot of stairs that just have nothing. There was that course we roasted the other day, and it was no railings on the stairs, but railings after the stairs, which makes a whole lot of sense. Hmm. 454 yards with that kind of tightness. Ooh. Maybe. Right now, I'm going to ask you one more time to let me finish this, okay? You can go play. Go on, go play. I don't know. We'll see, hon. I think at that point it might be time to start thinking about dinner, okay? Which I think I may just mail it in and get pizza. I'm really not feeling the whole cooking thing right now. Oh, great, 95%. 95%'s the best percent. For me to poop on. How many more references that don't matter anymore would you like me to use? You know, if I start breaking into max headroom, then we know that things have gone terribly wrong. And you really should call somebody to come and relieve me from parenting duties. So the road is not out of bounds, but oh, don't you go in there. Don't you go in the unused train tracks that go over grass that nobody uses. Don't do it. Wow. All right, these last two fairways have been a little tight for the old CC, I think. I don't mind them. Just like I said, from a contest standpoint, they might be a little on the squinchy side. Maybe I'm wrong. If you guys are in CC and you're comfortable with it, have at it. I think this will be a fun tournament course. I really do. I think a lot of people will have a good time with it. A slow fast. They're my favorite. I have a lot of favorites. Let's try something. I don't know if it'll work. I'm going to try it. Well, it actually stopped. That is surprising. Did not think it would. What did I tell you? I told you today we were going to hear the phrase, Eleanor pooped. And it just happened. What was the over-under on that? Yeah, see, I think the little village up there. I don't know. I guess. Village is okay. Wasn't there a house or two that was out there? Like I would have liked to see it just be the golf, I think. I don't know why. Just me. All right, where's this pin? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, well, we're going to try something. Now that fast is... I need a kick. Almost got it. Almost got the kick I wanted. Didn't mean to push it. Go in the hole. Hammer it in the back. Okay, so now we're back on one of the holes that borders that first hole a little bit. No, I feel like I'm going to swing fast. Yeah, well. Yeah, I did. Where's that going to put me? Almost. I like the mounding around this green. It's nice. I think it could almost be a little bigger. Like I feel like the scale is a little small. But again, I mean, it fits with the course. It's fine. How to get close to that, though? Turn. Come back. Come back. Well, that wasn't it. I played it to break more to the right. About what I wanted. Just didn't break the way I thought. Nor did that. Yeah, well. Par it is. Back through the tunnel action again here to another very narrow that starts at 230. Oof. I think that's a little frisky. You get any kind of wind, that's going to be very, very tight. And people will say, oh, it's par. Hey, I like this green. This is nice. This is a well done green complex. I dig that. I don't even know that you need the second green. I think you've got enough pins and things right there. I think the second green is, I don't know. I think you've got 2 full greens. This is a par 5. And I don't know. I don't think you need it. This is not going to get there, but that's okay. Might get to the edge, but... yeah, I guess it would have gotten to the edge.
Daddy,
Yes, honey.
this doesn't stick very well.
Wow. Okay, honey. Throw it away, and I'll have to do it again. Okay? What you just threw away. Oh. You need to start a little further left. That's all right. Nope, the atmosphere on this one's really good. I like the way the greens have played. They've definitely been on the harder side, especially for CC, but I've enjoyed it. I'm not sure what's going on with this wall thing here. Maybe that was part of a backstory that I missed out on, but I think especially, okay, this is going to sound really weird. It's hidden from the tee from on this hole. It'll show up on another hole maybe, or it won't. But I don't understand that. Yeah, it's a cool style. It's done pretty well. Like I said, I think just a few things here and there. For example, and I know some people are going to love it, but like the blue and red flowers mixed the way they are, they don't do anything for me. The second creek that is made like a burn, I'm not feeling that either. Okay, Emmeline. They're just little things that are glued on. They're going to fall off occasionally. It's fine. We have more, or we can do something else, okay? Go on, please. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. The course has grown on me as it's been played. So, you know, some of the early stuff I said, just watch the whole thing. You'll see. You'll see. Like I was questioning the tightness of some of it. you know, because I'm like, well, there's space here and space there. You know, if you're going to make a tight golf course, make a tight golf course. That means you got to get rid of some of these trees and different things. But really, it's worked out okay. No, no, no. Quirky's fine. I have no problem with Quirky as long as it's done nicely, and you've done a pretty good job. Um, Couple of the that last double green on the par five, I don't even think you needed the green on the right. The green on the left was such a good green, you know, and it was receptive. It was fine. Some of the fairway landings, I feel like for a CC course, have been um, a little pinched, a little narrow. I think you could have opened them up a little bit, or just, you know, added some angles to them that would have helped a little. There was also a par five. It may have been the last par five where, yeah, this one too. This is a little too quirky in my book, but that's okay. It is what it is. Um, where the fairway started at like 228 yards, and it was narrow. And you know, if you had wind in your face, I'm just going, that seems a little too narrow, a little too difficult, especially for a CC course. But hmm. I don't know if that's the strongest finishing hole in my opinion, but the course itself grew on me as I played, and it was an enjoyable play. So I definitely enjoyed it, and you'll have to watch. I didn't say too much negative, just kind of pointed out some style things. There were a couple planting things, and like the burn that you had. The other creek was done so nicely. I don't know why we needed to have a burn in there other than just to say you had one, but that's okay. It just had a bunch of things in there that were, like you said, quirky. But that's an enjoyable course. I think that'll do fine in the contest. The one thing I think that might come back to bite you is difficulty, just from the standpoint of how wide it is, and I don't know, that kind of thing. You didn't like the heavy sigh there, Big Smooth One? No? I've got more of them. All kinds of things. Anyway, I'm going to try and do one more, see if I can do it. I did that one fairly quickly. I just didn't need to do it too much. We're going to hit... I've got 3 more to do. I've got Energizers, I've got Violin Guys, and I've got CF19. So I'm going to do Energizer here. I think we're going to do... How do we pronounce this? Oh, he links to the pronunciation. Oh, it's a YouTube video.
Aotearoa. Aotearoa.
Aotearoa. You have to say it like that guy. Aotearoa. Aotearoa. Shut up, dude. You suck at talking. Anyway, that's what we're going to play here. Let's see. AOTE. Can't be too many that start with AO, right? All right, I'm going to end this stream and come right back. Bye.